Delete your YouTube channel. Yep, you heard me, delete it. If you actually want to grow on YouTube, you might need to take this crazy jump, which sounds a little bit extreme, I know. But if you want to grow on YouTube, you might need to start fresh. And yeah, I know it sounds so extreme, but please hear me out. So many creators are stuck in this loop of posting random content and trying to grow a following. And they post this content, they get no views, and they start to get frustrated, which I get it. And the truth is, sometimes your channel is the thing that is holding you back. And today I'm gonna walk you through when and why it might be better to hit the reset button and start fresh. So first, let's start out by saying, why delete your YouTube channel? If your channel doesn't have a clear focus, it is not going to grow, and it is as simple as that. Maybe you've uploaded videos that are about random topics that have popped into your head. I've done that before. I've done that with my old personal channel. I would just find random topics, make videos about these topics, and although I did have a fun time, I wasn't gaining a lot of traction on my videos. So maybe you're posting a video about your favorite video game, or maybe it's a video of your dog and then your cat, and then a video of the sunset. And what is happening here is so simple. You are confusing the algorithm, and you're also confusing your audience. People subscribe to you for specific content, and if you stop delivering that specific content consistently, people are gonna not wanna click on your videos. And guess what? YouTube notices. So the hard truth is sometimes starting fresh is the only thing that is going to fix that mess. If your channel doesn't have a strong identity, just wiping the channel and starting anew might be the best option. So with all of that being said, delete your YouTube channel. So next, let's talk engagement or the lack of engagement. You might have subscribers, you might have built a following, but you're not getting clicks and views and comments or people sticking around for more than a few seconds on your videos. So at this point, your subscribers might as well just not exist in a way because these people are just not actively enjoying your videos. That low engagement then sends a signal to YouTube saying, do not promote this content. And this just creates a nasty cycle where your videos aren't being shown to new people, but they also aren't being shown to your subscribers. If you've pivoted your content so much that your subscribers just aren't the target audience anymore, it is just going to be better overall to rebuild your channel. So sometimes your channel just becomes the problem in itself. I've been there before. I've looked at my channel and I've seen all of my inconsistent uploads, the poorly edited videos, and the pivots that just didn't work, trying to rebrand, but the brand wasn't there. And starting over gives you the chance to let go of all of that. So the good news is you are not tied to your past mistakes with your past YouTube channels, and I believe that you guys can build something bigger and better and fresh. And look, deleting your YouTube channel is not always going to be the answer. I don't want to get a comment. I don't want to get one hater out there being like, hey, this is crazy. There are times when sticking around is going to be smarter. And here's when it makes sense to not delete your YouTube channel. One way it wouldn't make sense is if you already have a loyal following within a specific niche. With my next reason being, is the niche of your channel defined? Are you sticking within one topic? And lastly, if you are seeing steady growth, even if this growth is a little bit slow, I would say it is worth sticking around and you are on the right track because you are seeing growth. On the flip side, if you're completely stuck and you're seeing zero momentum, it might be better to start anew. And at the end of the day, I would say only you know if it's correct to start fresh or to keep going. But I hope you use some of my tips so you can make that decision. All right, now let's talk about how we can pivot our channel and start new with a new YouTube channel, because I want you guys to have the best strategy with your new YouTube channel. So before you delete anything, make sure to look at your old channel and think to yourself, where did I go wrong? Am I having inconsistent content? Am I not sticking within one niche? Or are you just not posting regularly enough? Maybe you were just all over the place, uploading randomly without a clear audience in mind. Or maybe it's just a quality content issue. You weren't putting your best work into your videos. Were your videos well edited, and did they hold people's attention? These are all things that could be possibly holding your channel back. YouTube actually values retention and watch time almost over everything else. So if people were bouncing off of your videos within a few seconds, that is a major red flag. And I get it. Nobody likes to self-critique. But without figuring out where you went wrong, chances are with your new channel, you're just going to make the same mistake. So take this as a time to learn and not just abandon the ship. All right, now that we know where we went wrong with our old channel, it is time to start fresh the right way. This time you need to start with a focused niche and a clear purpose for your channel. Think about it. Think about what specific problem are you trying to solve for people? What type of value are you trying to give them? What do you want people to take away from your content? For example, if you love gaming, don't just post random gameplay. I know some people might love that, but a lot of the time that is not going to be the best idea. Maybe focus on tips for beginners when it comes to video games, or mastering specific games. And I say this because most of the time people come to YouTube to solve a problem. And I mean, if you clicked onto this video, chances are you were like, oh my gosh, what does she mean, delete your YouTube channel? Or two, you're like, hey, I'm interested in YouTube and I want to learn what this girl is about to talk about. The key with your YouTube channel is to be known for something specific. If you think of your favorite creators, chances are you think of this aesthetic that they bring to the table. For an example, I love Emma Chamberlain, and I think of her specific, very authentic vlogging style. Or on the other hand, a YouTuber I watch that is named Dylan Is in Trouble, he does a lot of movie commentary videos, and he dissects movies and also makes some funny comments as well. So I go there to get a laugh and to also appreciate film. But when people think of your channel, they should know immediately what to expect. For example, I go to Dylan Is in Trouble for movie content and movie commentary. And then on the other hand, I go to Emma Chamberlain's content for some vlogs and for some realness. But doing this builds loyalty and it tells YouTube who to recommend your videos to. My next tip would be to commit to a realistic posting schedule. I would say that quality is a way more important than quantity. There are some really big YouTubers that will post like once a month and they still get millions of views. But consistency also builds trust within YouTube's algorithm and also with your audience. My guilty pleasure is actually watching the LOL podcast. And I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I don't know if I'm the target audience for that one. I didn't know that it was primarily for, I would say, a younger audience, but I don't even care. I love the LOL podcast and I know I can rely on them. I think they post on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I look forward to those days because I'm like, hey, I know that I'm gonna get 2 videos a week from these people. But I would say be like the LOL podcast when it comes to posting content. Stay consistent. My next tip is going to be utilizing different tools that are out there in order to help boost your videos in the algorithm. And this is where I'm going to talk about a very helpful tool called TubeMagic. And a lot of creators underestimate how critical titles are when it comes to YouTube success. Even if your video is amazing, if your title doesn't have that call to action and it doesn't grab attention, chances are nobody is going to click. Thumbnail also plays a very key role in this. Think of your title and your thumbnail as best friends, and you want them to go hand in hand and also reel people in. TubeMagic allows you to generate not only catchy, but also optimized for the algorithm titles. All you have to do is type in your video idea or the content of your video, and then the software will give you some optimized titles. So I'm actually going to give you a demo here, and I have TubeMagic pulled on up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the upload and optimize section and I'm going to do the video titles. I'm going to put in content and I'm going to say how to grow on YouTube. And we're going to hit generate. All right, now as you can see, it has generated us 3 optimized titles. Grow your YouTube channel fast, tips and tricks. Secrets to YouTube success, boost your views, master the art of growing on YouTube. And then if I didn't like those ones, I would just hit generate again. Cracking the YouTube algorithm. I like this one, I feel like I see a lot of creators doing that, the cracking this, or cracking the YouTube algorithm. That one's a good one. Secrets to boost your YouTube channel in 2025. People love when you put a year. Mastering YouTube growth strategies. And then you can also tweak these however you like. You're like, hey, I like this one, but I also like this one. You can combine different aspects of them, unlock YouTube success, and you could just keep going forever with this if you wanted. 10 proven tips to grow your YouTube channel fast. I like that one. Unlock the secrets to YouTube success, and I like this one too. How I doubled my subscribers. These are good. I like these. Unlocking YouTube growth secrets. How to explode your channel. Master the art of YouTube. Okay. But see the difference between how to grow on YouTube versus the titles that TubeMagic is generating me? These new titles spark curiosity in people and will get them to be like, oh my gosh, what are they talking about? I want to click on that video. And title optimization can be the difference between getting 100 views rather getting 1,000 views, or even 10,000 views. And it's a plus that TubeMagic saves you the mental burnout from trying to brainstorm titles yourself. You don't have to worry about it. Once you're posting, again, with strong titles with a clear niche and also being consistent, the work isn't over because you do need to be looking at your analytics constantly. You need to be looking what is working on my channel, which videos are getting the most engagement, and which types of titles perform better. I have noticed within one of my channels, Kayla's Cash, shout out, that if you put a year within your video, it tends to get more views, or if you also put a number within your thumbnail or your video title, it does get more views, at least for me. Make sure you're doubling down on what is working, cutting out what isn't working, because YouTube's success is all about iteration. Next, let's talk about common mistakes creators make when it comes to starting fresh with their channel. And these are all mistakes that I want you guys to be avoiding, please. One of the biggest mistakes that creators make is maybe they'll pick a niche, they have a niche in mind, but they're failing to understand who exactly they are creating their content for. If you're uploading videos based on random ideas within your specific niche, and you're not realizing who your audience is, then you're setting yourself up for failure. YouTube will be rewarding content creators that meet their audience's demands. And if you don't have this specific group of people, this target audience in mind, your content will be scattered and it will be ineffective. So what you should be doing instead is researching your audience and understanding what your audience is looking for. Look at what problems are they trying to solve. And I do this a lot of the time with my channels. What I do is I go onto YouTube and I look up my niche and I see what other creators are making within my niche today. I look at what videos are getting more than 100,000 views, and then I'm like, hey, I like that video idea, other people seem to like that video idea, but what areas can I improve this video in for my content? And a little hack here is YouTube Analytics will tell you what your audience likes to see right off the bat, and also what they don't like. So make sure you're not ignoring these analytics that YouTube gives you within YouTube Studio. Ignoring metrics like click-through rates, audience retention, and watch time is a huge mistake. If viewers are dropping off of your videos within the first 10 seconds, then you might need to think to yourself, shoot, how can I do a better hook? Or if your click-through rate is under 5%, then that is going to be another red flag. So what you can do instead is monitor these key metrics, one of them being the click-through rate. You want to aim for getting at least 5% or even up to 10%, and you can do this by improving your titles and your thumbnails. Next up, to improve your audience retention, you can make sure that you are hooking your viewers right off of the bat. For an example, with this video, I hope I hooked you guys in by saying, delete your YouTube channel. Make sure you're getting straight to the point and straight to the value of your videos without any fluff. And then when it comes to watch time, I would just say making sure that your video is engaging from start to finish is essential. Next up, branding is not just big for companies, but it is also very important with a YouTube channel because it helps viewers instantly recognize your content. And I'm not even necessarily just talking about the niche of your channel. I'm talking about your thumbnails. Do they look inconsistent? Or I'm talking about your channel banner. Maybe it's not as good of quality as it could be. But with these different factors, chances are people are not going to be taking your channel as seriously. So what you can do instead here is maybe create a cohesive visual identity, which is just essentially making an aesthetic and a brand for yourself. This includes thumbnails, banners, and the color scheme, and also the titles of your videos. Another idea would be to develop a recognizable editing style, whether you're hiring a video editor and this video editor has that consistent style, or maybe developing your own. And you can do this by having consistent font, consistent images, or even sound effects can make a difference. I saw this with Emma Chamberlain's video editing style. She made it super popular to have this like quirky editing, and arguably that is one of the things that I remember most about her videos, is she'd have fun little elements and sound effects, which really paved the way for other vloggers. Next up, maintain a consistent tone as well, whether it be professional or fun or quirky. Whatever you think the personality of your channel should be, that's what you should stick with. Another common mistake is not optimizing your videos for search engines. Because even great and amazing content is not going to be discovered, like we talked about before, if you don't have the correct title, but also the correct tags and descriptions. And it helps YouTube think, hey, I know who I'm going to promote this video to. So what you can do instead is first focus on the titles of your videos, which we talked about. Next, when it comes to putting tags on your videos, make sure that your tags relate to what you're talking about within your content. And next up, when it comes to the descriptions of your videos, this is where we don't want to guess either. And this is something that I learned when I started a YouTube channel. I didn't know that descriptions could also play a role into who discovers your video. When you're writing a description, make sure you're incorporating keywords that relate to your video naturally. So if your video is about video games, make sure you put the word video game or whatever game you're talking about. Also mention what viewers will learn from your video and why they should watch it. That way, when they click on the video, they read the description and they know if this is their cup of tea or if it's not. And with all of these factors, I would suggest not to guess. And this is where we can go back on over to TubeMagic, and I found a new feature within this software that I didn't know existed, but it's been here this whole time, and I feel like I've been missing out because look, under the upload and optimize section, we have warp upload, video titles, video descriptions, video tags. Within warp upload, you can generate a title, description, and tags all at once. How come I was missing that? And then what you can do is you can put in the link of your video if you've uploaded it privately, or you can put in the content of your video. So I'm gonna say my video is about how to make money on YouTube. And I'm gonna say generate. So we have video titles, how I made 10K on YouTube, or from zero to money, your guide. Unlock the power of YouTube income today. And then we have video description. Discover the secrets of how to make money on YouTube. This video dives into various monetization strategies that can help us turn our passion for creating content into a profitable venture. From ad revenue to sponsorships, we'll explore the different avenues available for generating income. Let's say within your video you didn't talk about sponsorships, you could replace that word with something else that you talk about in your video. And then if you want to add this, learn about optimizing our channel, blah, 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 blah. But as you can see, they put all of these keywords that relate to making money with a YouTube channel, and they put that in our description. So then that way YouTube's algorithm is like, hey, this video is about making money on YouTube, and we're going to put it out to people that are interested in making money on YouTube. And now we have our video tags: how to make money, YouTube money tips, earn money online, YouTube monetization, make money YouTube, YouTube income strategies, blah, 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 blah. And then you can just go through, delete ones that you like, keep ones that you do like. And these are some of the biggest mistakes that creators make when it comes to starting over. But now you know how to avoid them. And let's go through our ending checklist. Our first bullet point is going to be researching your audience, understanding what your audience needs. Second, stay focused on your niche. Do not make videos about baseball if your niche is makeup. That doesn't make sense. Next, track your analytics. They can give you a huge piece of insight onto what your audience needs and then also what your audience doesn't like. Make sure you're nailing your branding and you're creating that clear aesthetic for people, and so people know what to expect when they come onto your channel. Lastly, always make sure you're optimizing your content for search engines. And if you get these right, your new channel has the chance to grow even quicker. So whether you delete your channel or you make some major changes, I always like to say consistency is going to be key. Now make sure to check out this free training for making money with AI and YouTube, and make sure to sign up for TubeMagic because I do have a free trial in the link below and you won't want to miss it, so make sure to check it out. Click here or click here, wherever you want to click, and we'll see you guys there. Bye.